let's freshen up your living room. Christian Dare joins us now with tips and tricks for fresh, affordable updates for your space this season. Christian, how tough is it to switch up your space seasonally?
Tracy, is actually not tough at all. I'd say it's dead easy and really affordable. All you need to do is pick up some new art, toss in some throw pillows, maybe some lighting, and then some small accessories, and your room practically transforms itself. And actually, all these updates we got from our friends over at HomeSense, so they're affordable. It's my favorite one-stop shop to transform my space for the season.
Wow, you really are magic. Okay, let's start with the art. What is trending and what should we be swapping out, my friend?
So for art, I think over the years we've been doing lots of sort of like gallery walls with lots of different pieces, or we'll do like 2 pieces above a large sectional sofa. But I think what's trending right now is really large-scale art. Especially for spring, I think we're really loving those oversized pieces. We're really looking at these things that feel hand-painted, organic, textured, so it feels like you're collecting an original piece of art. And I actually picked this one up at HomeSense, and they have an entire array of large-scale oversized art starting at only $80. Like, that's a steal. For someone who DIYs, I can't even get a canvas for that price. So they've got this great selection of art, and it really will transform your space, and it's really easy to do. You're literally putting in a giant piece of art to transform that area.
I'm loving the art that is coming out of HomeSense, actually, and the bigger the better, according to me. So we've talked about swapping out our pillows as an easy fix in the past. What do you recommend for this season?
So I think pillow swapping out, I think is something we always do. I know I've got a closet of pillows. I'm sure other people do at home. You can always donate them and get new ones when you get them. So one of the things I feel a lot of people love still doing tone on tone, but what I suggest is when we're doing tone on tone, start looking for some new textures, and there's lots of them out there. This actually feels like a macrame pillow. So it's like that rope feeling. It feels kind of coastal, seasonal. It's a great way to really update your sofa with your mixing and matching. And then I always say throw in some new colors. So you can see I've thrown in some like sagey greens, this really like new neutral of this pink. And it's about mixing and matching those different textures, everything from wash linens to these pieces that feel more like upholstery pieces, like traditional sofa cushions. Oh, and don't forget to add in a great summer weight throw to keep you warm on those chilly nights during the summer.
All right, Christian, would a quick update include changing the lighting in your space?
Definitely including lighting, and I think a lot of us don't think about that. We'll swap out our pillows, or maybe our art and our lighting stays the same. What I also love now is people need to start playing with different ideas. Like for this space, to save room on the floor, I actually added in some pendant lights. These are like some sort of, I like to call them plug and play, because you can easily plug them in. Pendant lighting, and it's a great way to transform that space without just opting for a traditional table lamp or a floor lamp. And it really adds in new textures and everything like that. And it's $79.99, so it's a great price point to change that space up.
Okay, I also noticed that you chose to have more than one table in this space. Why'd you do that?
So this space originally had sort of a traditional, that sort of oversized coffee table everyone's doing for years. I actually find in my home even it's almost too big and I trip over it. So what I find is sort of the new trend is to kind of combine different, as we call them, sort of cocktail sized tables. So it's a great way to sort of transform your space. It's really affordable. The keys I say for doing this is play with different heights. You can see I actually have 3 different heights here, so you can kind of tuck them in together. But none of these tables were actually built to be put as one grouping. So it's a great way to combine different textures. This beautiful sage green one is actually made from resin plastic. It's meant for outdoors. So it's like great and durable, but it looks very sophisticated when you bring it indoors and mix it with a light wood and this sort of white, more plaster pedestal. Plus, when you get a big grouping, you can always spread them out if you need more room on the floor and use them as end tables and side tables.
Exactly, and then it's like you can just drag whatever one is closer to you. If you've got a drink on that table, honestly, it makes way more sense sometimes than having a larger coffee table. It's very smart. So let's talk about accessories. Yeah. What do you recommend?
So for accessories, I think accessories really can transform your space. So I actually brought in a sort of an array of different vases and textured vases. In this space earlier, when I had set it for winter, I used more of dark pieces, but it's all about these different shades of new neutrals, these sort of ecru's and beiges and sort of dusty, sandy tones, and all these sort of natural different textures, which is what I love about them. And one of the tips I always say to people is if you can find 2 that you love, you can see they're both the exact same vase in different colors, buy both of them. You will regret it later. And it's great to kind of work with them as a pair. And there's this great entire assortment at HomeSense right now, starting at $12.99 for textured vases, which is a great deal. So I always say grab some extra vases, flip them out in your room, and then you could take those ones from your living room and place them in a different part of your home to change that up also.
Absolutely. It's never a bad idea to buy a few of them. Now, finally, tell us about the gorgeous rattan piece that we're looking at.
I know I'm in love with this piece. As some people joke, do you have too much wicker in your house? And I'm like, there's never too much wicker these days. So it's this great rattan piece. I think it's perfect no matter where your house is. It's a great update because it feels instantly like summer. So I think we don't often think of like swapping out our side chair for the season, but you could swap out the chair you had there before, like I put mine in my bedroom, and brought in this gorgeous sort of on-trend sort of retro chic lounger in this beautiful rattan thing, and the wood texture just brightens up and warms up your neutral space.